Your business needs to have a life of its own. Whatever you're building needs to have a life of its own. Okay? And just like any organism and life, it needs to grow. And that growth shouldn't be predicated just on you being there and you guiding it and your leadership. It needs to have exponential growth on its own. And today I'm going to give you tips on how you can do this with time and why time is the best asset you can have into growing your business. Now look, first of all, speed is everything. Speed is your ally. And the way you should implement time into your business is to make everything faster. Everything you need to be doing should be predicated on how you can do things faster. Everything. Look at your company. Look at your business. Look at whatever you're doing and try to figure out how you can do it faster. And look, here's one tip on how you can do this. Take small changes, 10 or 20 small changes, and write them down. Look at each process of your business and of your company and figure out, how can I do things a little bit faster? Write down 10 to 20 things on how you can change to speed up the process. These don't have to be big changes. These can be very small changes. Don't look to try to implement big changes. Look for 20 small, minute things that you can do to make your process fast. Even if it's just a minute faster. Even if it's just a little small change. Write it down, okay? And give your team the tools and the education they need to make whatever they are doing quicker and more efficiently. For example, if you have a sales team, okay, you should send them to classes on how to become a better sales team or how to become a better sales leader, okay? Always give your team the education they need. If you have a financial officer, have them go to classes about saving money or about accounting. But make sure you give your team the education they need to make things a lot quicker and get them done a lot efficiently. And you can also do this by giving people supporting roles, giving people support, giving people assistance, giving people help, expanding their department, expanding the staff in their department to help things process faster, okay? But once people have the education, then they will learn how to do things more efficiently because the brain works to do things a lot more quicker and efficient. And once they have the knowledge, they are more acceptable to do things quicker. So give your team the tool, the people, and the knowledge they need. And also, you can figure out how to take your product or service from the drawing board to the customer faster. Figure out, listen, how can I take my service from beginning to end, from the drawing board to the customer faster? How can I produce this faster? What do I need to do? Maybe you need to hire more people. Maybe you need to hire machines, different type of technology, and implement technology into your business so you can make things faster, so you can have a certain level of speed. But try to get things and implement things as quickly as possible from the drawing board to the customer, and try to reduce as much resistance as possible. Try to reduce as much paperwork as possible. Try to reduce the amount of meetings you have. Reduce things that are not moving along the process and are not detrimental towards the process. Leadership development. Leadership development is so key. This is how you take your business to become something that you have to constantly manage, and you are basically a glorified employee to a life of its own, okay? Yes, you do need to know what's going on in your business, and in the beginning, you need to touch most or all of the decisions. And I told you I've made a mistake by not touching most or all of the decisions in the beginning. But you need to develop leaders, because the role of yourself or of you, of a leader, the role of a CEO, the role of the entrepreneur is to make quality decisions on the vision. You need to instill a vision. You need to cast a vision. Cast a vision. You need to be focused on a vision. You don't constantly need to be focused on every little minute detail. And your business will never grow if you are constantly have to micromanage. Stop micromanaging. Micromanage only to a certain extent, but you shouldn't be micromanaging all the time. And if you find yourself micromanaging all the time, then your business will never grow and you will be a glorified employee. If you are there every day, all day, you are a glorified employee, okay? You should not be there every day, all day for 5, 6, 7 years. No. In the beginning, yeah, you need to be there every day and all day. But as time progresses, you need to free up more of your time to focus on the vision. And you do this by developing leaders. Once you have good leaders in your business, in your company, then the company takes a life on its own. It starts to take a life of its own. You start to have more free time. You don't have to do everything. The pressure is off your back. You need to develop leaders. Having leaders is important. And having leaders will help you expand and grow the company exponentially. And those who do not expand, those businesses who've been operating for 5 years, for 10 years, for 15 years, and they are not even growing, it's mainly because they don't have a lot of leaders. And the person who is the CEO or the person who's leading the company, they're not taking their time out to develop leaders. So develop leaders early, develop leaders often. But you should be doing that. That should be something that takes up a lot of your time, is constantly developing leaders. So that's how you should implement time into your business. That's how I implemented time into my business. And hopefully this was of some type of value. It's the Gutsy Entrepreneur. Stay vigilant.